Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Yesterday was a great example of the golden rule of the FC25 market. Sell in the hype, because prices are absolutely tanking on some specific cards, like the play on words there with the thumbnail of the video today. But what happens now? Because those cards are supposed to be getting upgraded, but yet they've dropped so much. What's going to happen to a few of those FC Pro lives? We're going to talk about that today. And I just thought about this as well. If you've been losing a lot of coins, like myself, I've been spending a lot of coins, especially on upgrade packs. If you're down coins, I want to look at in this video today a couple of ways where you can work the market today for a longer term investment, or also for the here and now, making some quick flips and trades in specific areas of the market that are still moving very well post Black Friday content, where we have a lot of prices moving to try to build those coins back up a little bit from the big promo and all the packs and stuff that have been out. So we'll talk about that, and also look ahead to a final Thunderstruck icon SBC that's still leaked. It hasn't come yet, and also the promo coming this Friday. This is not a 2-week promo. It's a one and done. These cards go away soon. So we're going to talk about that as well and look forward to maybe some more leaks today. But if you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up on the video, and of course subscribe if you're new. Let's go to objectives first. Of course, daily reminder to make sure you get your 5 games a day in. We are on day 4. I just completed those. Just completed the Kim and J objective as well. And the last thing I wanted to mention is the weekly rush objectives are refreshing today, but that also means that the Black Friday rush event bonus is expiring. I actually need to play some rush in the next 12 hours before this expires, because these are some really good packs. 84 double, 83 double, and an 85 double for finishing it all off. So I wanted to mention that there in objectives. Otherwise, the only piece of content yesterday in objectives was this, the Mystery Nation for a coin boost and for a premium Electrum pack, which the Mystery Nation is Croatia. So make sure you get your daily logins done too if you're a little behind on those. That was able to be completed yesterday. I got the 100k pack and the 84 times 3. It was decent. It was okay. Make sure you get that one done. I mean, it's free and easy. Now, the other thing I want to mention with Evos, there was no new Evo content yesterday, but today is the final day, or just a few hours remaining before content. These Flash Evos, the ones that were released on Black Friday, are going to be expiring. Right now, I'm doing a chain with Rusilian, the FC Pro Live card, since he's into my starting 11, putting him into the defense first evolution, and then I'm going to put it into full force. So he's going to get a big physical boost there and defensive boost and the anticipated relentless playstyles. He will not get Bruiser Plus because he already has Jockey. So that's going boom straight into my team after he gets upgraded. But just a reminder, because those are expiring today. Now let's go to SBCs and talk about what happened yesterday on Monday, because we had the big player SBC. This is the piece of content that outshone everything yesterday on Monday, the Patrick Guijarro SBC, because EA actually dropped a really good upgrade for this Patrick Guijarro. What an upgrade, honestly. +2 dribbling, pace, and physical on her card. They kept it long ball pass plus. Basically everything we wanted to see with this card, we got at a very good price of just under 300,000 coins. I mean, to be honest, I tweeted out yesterday, skip an icon pack and do this, because she is definitely worthy of this fodder. Great card in game, the long ball pass plus to other play styles that she has. The press proven, the incisive, the tiki taka is so noticeable. What a player, honestly. The finesse shot as well. I even hit a green time finesse with her yesterday, and they added roll plus playmaker to center mid. I actually use her on a box to box. Very good card, very easy to get done. And actually, there's kind of a weird story with this Guijarro too. EA posted the stats of her card yesterday with 83 pace, but it shows 82 in game. So will EA do anything about that? Will they give the card in the game +1 pace, or will they just say it was a mistake on the graphic? I don't know. But honestly, guys, you see the upvotes on this. 2,900 upvotes on the SBC, and very few downvotes on the actual squad building challenge itself. 887 thumbs up. This is a very, very liked SBC. It's one of those that if you don't have the links for her, it's kind of like maybe you just go buy a cheap or a good link to her to put in the team, because it's such a good card. Again, as we talked about yesterday, such a meta player, and you can tell that a lot of people are doing this one, and that just, it's having market impact. Graham Hansen was one card we talked about in yesterday's video. She went from 260k, she's 320,000 coins, and there's multiple other examples of these Barcelona cards, men's and women's, because they both get the links that are up in value. And if you look at some other midfielders across the game, like Stanway went from 48k down to 36,000 coins. Some other players like Modric even. Yes, Modric Foot Centurion's card was down. He was even below 400K. He was like 440, 450, and was down below 400,000 coins yesterday, all because of this SBC. Definitely the biggest SBC yesterday for sure. We got it done and played a few games with her on the second channel. If you want to check that out, I'll link that above. Very good card. Very fun to play with, and of course slots right into my team. So absolutely love that one. Now we had another player SBC yesterday as well. It was Wilfried Zaha, and to be honest on this one, it's kind of reminding me of the Payeur SBC, right? Because we were wanting a weak foot upgrade for Payeur, and we would have liked that for Salah or for Zaha as well. 5-star skill moves is the draw to the card. 3-star weak foot, quick step plus, very meta in that regard. Leon links, not terrible. Good stats as well. There's a little bit of a problem, though. He's on the left side only, left mid, left wing. He's a right-footed player, but he has Trivela. It's kind of hard to Trivela on the left side with the right foot. If he was on the right side or could even play center attacking mid or striker, that would be very helpful. It does look like a good card, and for a price of only 140,000 coins, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not as hype as Guijarro. And again, it is a live card, so you've got upgrades potentially coming for Zaha as well. I just think it's kind of falling a little bit behind because there's no weak foot upgrade there, and the links aren't the best. I mean, Leon is okay to link, but the Ivory Coast link's not going to be the best. The Quick Step Plus, maybe it's just a nice super sub or just an emotional player for you, as Zaha has had some pretty crazy Ultimate Team cards in the past. Like the Winter Wild card Zaha, I remember for sure, was a really, really crazy one. So those were our player SBCs yesterday. Now the other SBC that's making a few waves is the 85 plus campaign mixed player pick, which it's kind of weird because we have 2 campaign mixed player picks out right now, one of which is this one, the 85 plus, which really, like we mentioned in the stream yesterday, doesn't change much. Like the difference between the 85 plus campaign and the regular campaign pick is really just the price, in my opinion. 82.84 for this one, and the new one that was dropped yesterday was an 83 rated squad and an 84 rated squad with an 85 requirement in the 84. Personally, I think it takes out, like, you could count on one hand, maybe it's like 5 or 6 players maybe that are taken out because they're 84 rated from this. Unless the pack weight is somehow magically better from this, I would just stick to doing the regular campaign mixed player upgrade, or just scrap it and don't do any of those because there's so many SBCs out right now. I know you could get lucky, you know, it's a bit of a gamble and it's fun, but to be honest, I would rather put my fodder into other SBCs like a player SBC, even the 82 times 14 for sure. Or if we're using the 82 times 14 to craft something like this, then I totally understand that as well. But that one's a pass for me, not because the price is too much. I don't think the price is really too much. It is a cheap, fun gamble pack for sure. 83 and 84 rated squad. You can get that done easy with all the packs that are in objectives. I just feel like there's better places to put your fodder right now with all of the SBCs that are out. Now, speaking of fodder, that was basically all the content that we had yesterday. We had a challenge SBC as well. Thunderstruck Challenge 3 for a Premium Gold Players Pack 2. Don't want to gloss over that one. But just taking a look at fodder, because that SBC was an 83, 84, 85 rated requirements, you got 85 rated cards that are trending upwards. 5.3, 5.4K for these cards. Yesterday, they were 4.8K. So you see a spike here right at content up to like 5.6 on this Merino card, and a lot of the 85s did go up. 84s are up just a little bit as well, and 83s are finally starting to lift up off of minimum price. They're right at 1K. Not a big rise, but maybe they do go a little bit more today. I find myself running out of fodder for sure, even after opening the 82 14s and opening the other upgrade packs that we get to open each day, even the objective packs, right? Feel myself running out of a bit of that fodder. Now the rest of the market, 86s and up, really didn't move that much, to be honest. There's still about 8,000 coins. 87s are still going up just slightly. Same with the 88s. It's like slight movements upward, but not that much. I still think, hopefully, that fodder could continue to rise over the next day or two, and maybe even into like next week and beyond, with more player SBCs coming out, hopefully, and still a lot of demand in SBCs for like the icons and those players that are going to still be out for a while. That's continuous demand. So hopefully we see those prices on the fodder cards moving up, especially if you get one more icon SBC for a Thunderstruck card. Now, let's talk about the big stuff from yesterday, guys, and that was FC Pro. The prices of these cards, man, wow. I mean, Benzema, Palacios, Xavi Simons specifically, they were so invested in, and we mentioned that in yesterday's video, right? Benzema was 140,000 coins before the game started yesterday. His price has been cut in half. He is below 70K or right around 70,000 coins, and he's even getting an upgrade. Same thing with Palacios. Palacios is getting an upgrade too. I sold him at 147,000 coins. I think it was 146 or 147,000 coins, and he is now just over 50K. That is a insane drop in price. I think these cards were overvalued a little bit and overinvested in because of how the first week of the FC Pro Live cards moved. That was during the week leading up to Black Friday. A lot of people had extra coins, and I think that inflated some of the cards. And it was before also, I think some of those cards went out of packs. If I'm remembering correctly, they might have been in packs at the time. Anyways, these cards absolutely got destroyed. And again, like I mentioned, that's because some of them are getting upgrades. A lot of them, 5 players are. Javi Simons, top of the group, along with Hendricks for Anders Vergang and Mena Bashor. Like, Hendricks is a cheap SBC. This is actually a really worth SBC to do now. You could wait and see how EA update this card, because he's going to get a +1, he's going to get a new position, and he's also going to get a roll plus with a weak foot or skill move upgrade +1. This SBC is 68,000 coins, so you could see what this card looks like after the upgrade today, and then decide if you want to do it or not. Pretty cheap SBC. It's going to be out for a few more days. Javi Simons was 950,000 coins yesterday, and I picked one up a couple of hours ago for 600,000 coins flat. He dropped off a ton. He's going to get a big upgrade, +1 overall, a new position, 5-star skills or 5-star weak foot, and he's also going to get a roll ++. So, like I mentioned, I picked one of him up for 600,000 coins on this crazy drop-off. But guys, again, this is why for any sort of live card, you sell it in the hype. Even if it goes up higher afterwards, there's also times where these cards go down way lower afterwards as well, and it's just so much more worth it to sell in the hype. 140K for Benz, down to 59. He did rebound back up a little bit. I'm really going to steer clear of these cards until they get their upgrades, because I know that these cards still have a lot of supply on the market. People are listing them up, trying to get out of their losses, and I understand, this is a good learning opportunity too. If you had some of these cards yesterday, I think the biggest thing to learn is whenever there's live cards that are in action, even the Thunderstruck cards right now, I think we can take some lessons from this. Selling in the hype is it's a key thing, and you always have to remember and know that cards that are live always have a little bit of extra value attached to them for the potential of what they could be. And it's more so just hype necessarily, for sure, attached to the card, not necessarily how the card's going to actually look. It's just hype attached to the upgrades. So that is one thing that I would mention to you guys for sure is, even for the Thunderstrucks, selling the hype before the games. I think Barcelona played today, right? I've got Koundé as a Thunderstruck card that I bought on Sunday for 612,000 coins. He's approaching 700K, going north of that, right? This is a card 100%, 720. Wow. I'm definitely selling him in the hype today at some point before the game. Even the only reason I would hold on to him maybe until the start of the game is if I really feel like Barca are going to score 5 goals in one game and he's going to clinch the upgrade. Well, they're playing Mallorca today, so it could happen, but I'm not going to expect it. I'm going to sell in the hype for sure. Take the guaranteed profit, because he might be 650 again after the game. If they draw or if they lose again, like they did earlier in the week, then he could be going down in price. So it's always the safe route to sell in the hype. Now, as I mentioned, if you guys have lost some coins recently, I've found myself spending a lot of coins on upgrade packs, right? Because we're kind of living with this notion of, there's only one pack is all that it takes. You could open something out of nowhere from one simple 81 double, from one of the daily 85 combos, or from the 82 times 14s. I'm trying to do all of those right now. This is the time where if you trade and if you have coins, it's okay to spend them a little bit. I'm tight. I'm stingy with these coins. I'm a little tight with the coins sometimes, for sure. But this is the time where you can actually splurge a little bit, because it's worth it because of everything that is in packs. But also you got to remember that maybe we can put a little bit of effort in afterwards and try to get those coins built back up. So that's what we're going to talk about next. If you're like, Nate, I'm down bad because I lost some coins, or on investments, or I've been spending them on packs, I think there's 2 plays that we can make. I mentioned it in yesterday's video, but I'm going to double down on it again today. Informs, guys, the highest rated that you can get, 86s and 87s. The highest rated is close to minimum price, is the way I should rephrase that. 86 and 87 rated informs. 86 is at 11,000 coins or below, 10,000 coins. You can get them on a minimum bid. If you sort through here and look for 86 rated informs, you can find them for 10,500 on bid. You might have a little bit of a bidding war, because I think people are starting to invest in these. But I think this is something between today, tomorrow, and especially on Thursday with Division Rivals rewards before these cards go out of packs. They are worth a club stock. Buy one, put in the club. That's a sort of investment that you could buy and just hold on to. 87 rated informs as well. They don't really go below 12,000 coins. I mean, they were 11K on Sunday. They might drop down to 11K again on Thursday with the Rivals Reward supply. But I just feel like these as well, especially the ones that are in packs, but definitely the ones that are not in packs. Like if there's somebody who's an 86 or an 87 rated Inform that is the price of the Fodder ones that was not re-released, that is 100% a card that you'd run a club stock. I just feel like these, they're going to continue to get required in SBCs. They're continually going to be needed to be turned in, and they're going to be in demand. And some of them are even usable. The Gabriel, the Pedri, the Benzema Inform, the Lauren Hemp, the Victor Gyökeres as 87 rated cards, for example. Like you look at the SBCs that we've got, like Icon SBCs, how many Team of the Weeks does Cruyff require? You need 1, you need 2, you need 3, 4. I think 4 or 5 Team of the Weeks for Cruyff. How about for Desai? We thought this is overpriced, so maybe a little bit extra in here. But you need 1, you need 2, 3, and 3. Okay, so only 3 for Desai. But if you look at a lot of the SBCs that we're getting for players, there's multiple Team of the Week requirements inside of it. And maybe EA is going to continue that at an even higher rate because they know that a lot of people have those right now. Like in Saka, there's a bunch of Team of the Weeks that you need for him in the lower rated squads. So if we continue to get higher rated squads for icon players and more expensive SBCs, I think those higher rated Team of the Weeks between now and the end of the month should have a nice increase in price. That's a longer term investment once again, but I think you want to get prepared on that and start trying to stock those in your club soon. But if you're like Nate, I can't be asked to go out and bid on a lot of these cards. I want to be flipping. I want to be active working the market, because you got 5, 10, 15 minutes to check FutBin, every couple hours and refresh the market and look at cards. That's my way of trading that I like specifically, and I think it can bring in the most coins in the short term. Flipping is absolutely something you can do right now. Now, you can do it with these cards. Like I've been trading with some of the Thunderstrucks. We had some good profits yesterday. We picked up Saliba for 1.7, 1.69, and sold him for 1.92. There was even some cheaper ones, right? We picked up Colomani for 230 and sold him for 270. He's still 270,000 coins. I bought some Olises under 400K because he was 430. Now he's 400,000 coins again. But if you want to go the less risky route, out of packs, guys, all it takes is you searching through a couple cards that that you see move a lot on the market, which if you don't know, you can go on FutBin and take 5 minutes and find some that do. On the squads tab, scroll down here and look at some players in your budget. Lower budget cards work fantastic for this. Jonathan Tah, very meta center back that a lot of people like to use. Look at his graph. On Sunday, he was 95K, went all the way to 109, went down to 93. Yesterday was as low as 90,000 coins on Monday, rose up to 101. Right now he's 103,000 coins. I'll refresh the page again, 105. Let's say at some point today on Tuesday, he's back down to like 92K on FutBin. I would be absolutely sniping him in the game, or maybe set a price alert, because I believe the price alert feature on the FutBin mobile app is becoming free to everybody here pretty soon. I don't know if that's out yet, but I know it's coming pretty soon that the price alerts are free. That used to be under like the paid feature. But you'll get a notification whenever he goes below a certain price. Then you can go on and look to buy him at that price, because you know that he's going to go from 90K up to over 100, and that's easy profit. Same thing for a card like Rudy Voller. Yesterday, he was as low as 130,000 coins a couple different times, and he goes up to 146. You can probably even sell him at 150K when he has those rises. That would absolutely be a card that I would be interested in trading in as well. A rare hero, sure. You might think, oh, Nate, that's a little bit behind the curve. But you know what? There's a lot of people that just got this game for Black Friday as it was on sale. There's a lot of people out there that are still looking to buy cards like this for their team to try it out, Bundesliga links and stuff like that. So flipping, guys, on the out-of-packs cards, and especially I'm going to shout to bids. You see here, like there's a bid on Baller at 131. There's this one as an open bid of 35,000 coins. Bids for sure are an incredible way if you're trying to flip cards. Getting them for an extra 4, 5, 10, 20,000 coins cheaper, depending on the price of the card, can end up meaning that you make that extra amount back as you're flipping the card for a profit later on. So I know that's kind of like stuff that we talk about a lot, but I wanted to mention it because if you have a motivation during now Black Friday with kind of the pack grind and the coins that you maybe have spent on stuff with packs in the store or SBCs, right? To get that coin total back up, it's going to be a great time to do so in this month of December. Prices are going to be moving a lot. Now, we do have to be a little careful. This is a little bit of a teaser of what's to come. There are definitely some market drops headed our way longer term, like in the next 2 to 3 weeks in December. Every single year, we see some pretty drastic market drops. I don't think we're there yet. This is the post Black Friday nice market rise, the market's healthy, the market's good. It's going to change, but it's not going to change just yet. So it should be a really, really good time to trade right now. And using those flipping techniques is definitely going to be one of the ways to do that. Now, let me talk about Thunderstruck cards really quick, because a guy like Kunde I mentioned, he's got a game today. So I'm definitely selling him in the hype of the game today. But these cards fluctuate all the time as well. Like I mentioned, just like we were talking about reading the graphs of those other cards, you can absolutely do that with these players. Like Phil Foden, for a higher budget, he goes from 1.6 to 1.7, almost 1.8 multiple times per day. He did yesterday. It does depend a little bit on the lightning round packs that they put in the store. And again, currently yesterday, we noticed that they were running a decent amount of lightning rounds still, and I would assume that's going to continue today, but it could slow down. This 400k, oh, it just expired, I think. The 400k pack that's in the global limits is the one that continues to make things move the most. We got the 10 coin pack that just refreshed. We'll take our gold card there and send that to the club. All right, that's kind of a market conversation that I wanted to have with you guys. Find a little bit of motivation if you're like lacking the motivation to like play right now. I know there's a lot of gameplay demand, right? With the squad battles, the rivals, and the champs rewards that we all need to get the mastery tokens. There's a lot of demand for that for sure. But if you're like in the menus, you're like, okay, I log on, do my SBCs, but I want to get some coins flowing again. Absolutely do not feel afraid to get on the market. It's a great time to trade in this game, especially post Black Friday in this market having a lot of coins. Let's discuss, however, an SBC today that would maybe make Fodder move a little bit and also potentially be a good SBC. Guys, we have one last leaked Thunderstruck icon SBC that we have not seen yet, and it is Raul. These are his official stats. Finesse Plus is leaked to be on the card as well. It's similar to this IE. It's reminding me of that SBC where it's just a simple +1 over his base icon card. But again, the key with this is, what is the price going to be? It's not guaranteed to be today. It could be tomorrow. I think today or tomorrow would be the day that this Raul would drop, and maybe some of the last good Thunderstruck content before we kind of get out of this promo and into the next one. But this Raul card, again, he was 1.3 mil earlier this year. Very good card with the Finesse Plus. People really, really like it. He can play striker. He can pass decent as well. Decent pace, decent dribbling, decent shooting. Okay physical, good play styles apart from the finesse. He's got technical, quick step, Trivela, first touch and flair. He's going to be a goal-scoring machine. And even, again, like has decent passing stats. He's got 87 short pass. We need to boost that long pass a bit, but 92 vision, yeah, his passing will be fine. It's all going to come down to the price. So whether this is today or tomorrow, I think if they put this SBC out, like, again, Desai was a 400,000 to 500,000 coin icon, and they made his SBC 1,000,000 coins. I get it. These are live cards, but I think this SBC needs to be 700 to 750k. You give him the +1 upgrade, you make him a live card with the ability to get another +1 with the other upgrades that he can get. I believe Raul would upgrade for Madrid. I mean, it would have to be either Madrid or Schalke, so I'm hoping it's Madrid. And Madrid play tomorrow, so I think this SBC kind of has to be today or tomorrow. That'd be their second game because all the upgrades count as of the 29th of November when this promo first started. It's not like, you know, gated as to when the card came out. It's all of them starting the 29th of November, I do believe. So we'll look out for that one today. Again, the price is the key though, for sure. But I'm kind of waiting on this Raul to really decide what I want to do with my fodder. I tried out Cruyff yesterday and I had a good time. That'll be on the second channel as well if you want to check that out. So it's kind of between him and Cruyff. I would love to do a loan for Raul and try him out, but we shall see. Last thing to look forward to today, guys, in terms of content is an Evo, because we have all those Flash Evos that are expiring, right? The last of them expire today. Are there any other Evos that expire today? There are not. There's one that expires tomorrow, the True Strength Evo. But I would imagine that we get kind of back to the normal Evo content here. Can we get a normal Thunderstruck Evo without it being paid? Because all these so far have been paid. I do believe we could get one of those today. I wouldn't mind something, just personally speaking, that would upgrade passing, because I'm looking to put in my low-rated Adeyemi, who I put into one of the Flash Evos here, and I gave him just yesterday the red chem style with the lightning, paid 10,000 coins for that, but I boosted his shooting up. I love to boost his passing up, and this card's busted, man. He is so good. Trackstar's Adeyemi, so I can't believe that I still packed him during the Trackstars promo from that player pick in the store with coins. But if we got a passing boost Evo for him, I would super duper love that. So maybe an Evo today or tomorrow as well. And then, of course, I want to mention this. If you have any upgrade packs that you want to send for the last time before they go away today, last call for the 84 combo, 85 combo, and also the 84 player pick. Unfortunately, those expire today, which is a bummer, because I was looking forward to doing those 84 plus picks again throughout the rest of the week, but those are going away today. Thankfully, the 82 times 14 is not. That is here to stay for another 3 more days, but some of the upgrade packs are going away, which I would have to imagine means we're going to get at least something to refresh those today. We still have the 83 triple and all the other upgrades that are out, so maybe we won't get anything to refresh these, and maybe I'll just build the last couple of 85 combo upgrades, just because I don't want to miss out on maybe opening those for the last time while the Thunderstrucks are in packs. But that's something that's coming today too. We mentioned the rush objectives are going to refresh, so maybe there's new rush mode with the new objectives that come today as well. Of course, another day to keep grinding at the mode mastery players, myself included. Got to get some more rivals games in after a disappointing weekend league run where we didn't finish as high as we'd have liked to finish. Now, last thing I want to talk about before we end this video is what's coming next. And we'll talk more about it later in the week, but I just want to prepare you guys because we had a new card design that was leaked yesterday, and it's not this one, but there's a couple of different ideas of what might be next. Ultimate Succession is probably the biggest idea that has the biggest potential to be the next promo, because there's not only a regular card design, there's a hero design right here, and there's also a icon design. Ultimate Succession, that's a brand new promo. We've never had that before, and also we've never had card designs that look like this. I mean, when I first saw this, I was not sure what to think. Part of me thought it looked like a cinnamon roll at the top here, but I don't know what to think about that card design. We'll have to see. I think that is idea number 1 of our next promo that could be coming out. And then this one was leaked yesterday. This design is called Globetrotters, which when I look at this, all I can think of is the Harlem Globetrotters. No idea what this would be about. It doesn't look that crazy of a card design compared to the other ones, right? You can kind of tell the promo designs apart from like the more simpler ones, although it does look very unique. I don't know if it's a standalone promo or if it's just like something random. So guys, the reason I talk about this is usually Tuesdays is when we start to get information about what the next promo is. So that is 100% something I'd be watching out for today, is leaks from the leakers about what the next promo is, because I mean those like clockwork almost come every single week on Tuesdays. We just got the Kim Min Jae done. I'm going to send this to the club. W there, hoping for the upgrades. One thing I want to mention about football games that are happening today in relation to upgrades is the games that are happening in Spain and also in Germany. I mean, there's a lot of cup games, also in Italy as well. They are cup games. So, like today, Bayern play Leverkusen. That does not count for the upgrades because those are only domestic league matches that count for the upgrades. Same thing for all these Copa del Rey matches, but the Barca game does count, as I mentioned, because that is a La Liga game. And again, tomorrow, Madrid play. And there's a bunch of Premier League games as well. Tomorrow is the big day for Prem, Arsenal, Man U, and then Liverpool, Newcastle, Man City, Forest, a bunch of live cards in action there. Leicester, West Ham, Ipswich, Crystal Palace. I'm forgetting if there's any live cards from those clubs, but yeah, I don't think there's as many. Tomorrow on Wednesday for sure is a bigger day for the live cards, but we'll be watching those. We will continue to trade, and hopefully EA can drop us a nice little bit of content today on a Tuesday, and maybe we'll have some more leaks for what could be coming next. I'm really curious to see what EA is going to follow up Black Friday with on FC 25 later on this week. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in the stream today. Links down below in the description is the TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace.